Hey, thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys stopping by and clicking on the video. If you like what you see, please hit the like and subscribe button down below. It helps grow the channel a little bit. This channel, it's just something I like to do. I love video games. I love playing video games. I don't have a heck of a lot of time to play them, but what I do, I want to share my passion with you guys. So, that's why I do these videos. And this week, I wanted to do something a little more positive. I didn't want to do a video again on game key cards or on physical games dying. I really wanted to be positive and kind of support the digital games that I do download. And I'm not going to do that this week. I put a game in that was a physical game, and honestly, it was really ticked off. And I got Donkey Kong Bonanza this week, and this was not the game that ticked me off. This is the game that everybody was anticipating and waiting for. In my opinions, this game should have been released right with the Nintendo Switch 2 at launch. I don't think there was a whole lot of options of gameplay at the launch. And I'm not too far along in this game. I'm only about 2 hours, and today's Sunday, and I really want to sit down and play this game a little bit more before I even think about doing a review on it. But everybody's doing them. Everybody and their brother's doing them. And, just so far, just a knee-jerk reaction is there's a lot of exploring around. There's a lot of environment that you're just going to pound the crap out of and look for these little golden nuggets and look for bananas and other crates and stuff. But it's way too early to see the complexity of this game and how far it's going to take me. But it is the first game that I feel that is really showing some of the power and some of the limitations of the Nintendo Switch 2. So here's the game that really ticked me off, and I was really excited to see this. I can remember this when it was in the Nintendo Direct, and I was kind of anticipating having a fun game, and it was Shadow Labyrinth. And like Donkey Kong, I'm not really that far into the game to make a judgment on it, but there's something that just made me mad. And it really wasn't the EULA this time. Yeah, I looked at the EULA. The same crap that's always there was there again. We really don't have the full license to this game. They can get rid of it whenever they want, and it's all written in there. It's been written in there for years, but it was the privacy policy that really ticked me off. I clicked on the EULA just to get by, but then when the privacy policy came up, games in the past, I was able to disagree with it and still get onto the gameplay. If I disagreed with it, it took me right back to the main menu where it brought me to the privacy policy. I was either going to have to accept this privacy policy or not play the game. What a bunch of crap that is. Didn't say that on the back of the box anywhere. And there's 11 pages of this crap, and I just don't like it. And you see this was last updated 5/20/2022, so this is something that's not new, but I can't play the game unless I agree to their privacy policies. I've never run into this with any of the other Bandai Namco games, and I love me some Namco games. I like playing some of those games. And I don't know if or when it happened, when I became that get off my lawn type of guy. Growing up, it was just hit A, get by it, hit A, get by it, hit X, get by it, whatever. Just move on and get out of this EULA crap and get to the gameplay. Now I'm just seeing that I don't like what this crap actually says in there. And, this has been around for a while. It's been around since May of 2022, but the information they're collecting from us is going to be identifiers, internet, or other similar network activity, commercial information, and geolocation data. They're going to pull this information out and use it for their own good. They're not going to sell it. It says they're not going to sell it right in the privacy policy itself. but they're still taking our information no matter what, and that doesn't make me feel comfortable. And if you go on to read in page 2, they're talking about what information we're going to collect from you, and it's, the data, how long you're playing the game, what game information, when you quit playing the game, just stuff like that. And I love getting my state of play from Sony, and I love getting the ones from Nintendo. It tells me what my gameplay stats were for the year, and that's great for that. But when developers start using this stuff for, their own means, that's a little creepy in my book. And they say some of the information they're going to collect are collected by cookies and other tracking technologies. So they're actually tracking. They tell you they want the website you had last went to before you played the game and the website that you had after you played the game. What in the floppy dupe do they need that crap for? Come on. They're talking about information they collect from third parties. To them, Nintendo's a third party. So, Nintendo, Twitter, which X or whatever you want to call it now, Facebook, Instagram. If you log into your Bandai Namco account through them, they're gonna look at all the information that you have there, what your friends are, what your playtime was, how much time you spent on these social networks. You know, just a little creepy still. And they give you some information on the 8th page about storing and deleting data in international transfers. That this will be stored in Japan, but it can and will be stored in other locations that are supposedly, and I'm air quoting this, are secure. And when you get to the 9th page of this privacy policy, it talks about push notifications, alerts, and data protection. And I'm going to guess this is for some of their mobile gaming options. And this is just a blanket privacy policy that's been given to, every, Bandai Namco game. And I can see that. And it's legitimate. But do we really need this on our Nintendo Switch 2 games or Xbox games or Sony PlayStation games? I don't think we need this stuff, and I don't think they need to be looking at and setting cookies. And finally, when you get to the 10th page out of 11, it says, if you have any questions about this policy, this privacy policy, or our practices, please contact us at Bandai Namco Entertainment Incorporated. Contact personal information, where now you can actually opt out of it here. So if you want to opt out, you can skip to page 10, but you cannot play the game to agree. So that's what I just do not like about this. And it actually says in here, once you have deleted your account or you opt out, you no longer will be able to access Bandai Namco ID services. So does that mean we won't be able to play the games anymore if we don't accept it? Or since we already accepted in the game, can we still play it? If we uninstall the game, will it take us right back to the EULA and the privacy policy? I'm going to guess it probably will, and we won't be able to play it unless we set up an account. And on the back of the box, it did have in really small print, and I'm 55 years old, so this small print, I actually had to take a picture with my phone and blow it up to read it. And it basically says the game is subject to the EULA for the Nintendo Switch 2, and if we ever lose our account or lose services to the Nintendo Switch 2 or the Nintendo Switch, we will no longer be able to play this game. So it's right back to that frog in the kettle moment where we're we're losing our rights as physical game owners. Hey, thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys watching this video. If you made it this far, hit that like button down below. I think it's just right there somewhere, or actually it's on that side right there somewhere. Hit the like button. I really, really appreciate it. I know I got to get on some content that is just positive gaming content, and out of this, hype of what our gaming future is going to be. It's important to me. This is what I'm passionate about. I want to see more physical games out there. I think we're leaning into that way right now. Some of the people at Nintendo are starting to ask around Japan about the game key cards, and I hope they see, the importance of people owning their games. Would I spend a little bit more for them? Yeah, I definitely would. And I hope you guys are having a great week. If you see me out at Mo Game Con, say hi. And remember, people, game on.